Hey, guys, it's your girl Crystal from A Basket Case. Listen, happy Sunday morning. It is really early in the morning. Now it's not even 7 o'clock. I think it's like 6:30. Yes, I'm going to church today. But before I did, I just kind of wanted to start this video. I got two custom orders for Valentine's Day, and they were men's um, gift baskets. Yesterday I designed one off camera, just to kind of work out the scale and see how that was going to go. But today I decided I was going to go ahead and do one on camera. So thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. If you'd hit that subscribe button, subscribe to the channel. If you like this video, maybe share it and leave me some comments. Okay, we're going to get into it. One moment. Okay, guys, for you that are familiar with the Cricut machine, you'll see me sitting here in front of my computer, and what I'm doing is designing a monogram for this custom order. Of course, like I said, if you're familiar with the Cricut, you'll see me loading the vinyl on here and putting it into the cutter. Okay, for this particular custom order, I'm going to monogram the baskets or the bins that they're in, and I'm going to do what's called an offset, which means it's going to be the black on the bottom, and then I'm going to do a lighter color on the top to match the bin that we're putting it in. Here I'm doing what's called weeding. So during this process, we just go ahead and peel away the negative paper that we don't want, and it's left with the monogram that we do want. Okay, so this is my transfer paper, and I'm going to transfer it onto that bucket. Hey, I know you guys just saw that like and subscribe button. If you can, while we're into this channel, please like this channel, follow me, hit that notification bell, and each time I upload a video, you'll be the first to be notified. Okay, so here I am, and I am placing the offset, which is the first initial on there, and then I'm placing the other on top. I said initial, but I meant monogram. Okay, here I just have a basic empty box. How it fits in the inside of that bin, really nice. I had some leftover buffalo check plaid paper from a previous project, and what I'm doing here is just wrapping that box. But if you notice, I'm only going to halfway wrap the box. In other words, I'm going to cover the top and the sides, and I'm just going to leave the bottom just the regular box because it's going to sit down in the bin so you won't be able to see it. And I'll show you what I mean. Okay, there you go. See how that fits in there nice and snug? And you can't even see the bottom is not wrapped. You can conserve paper that way. Here I have a beautiful blanket or throw. I'm looking at it because they had some markings on the back of that paper that I really didn't like. So what I decided to do was just cut it where I can leave the front where it gives the description of it being a luxury throw and that it's oversized and things of that nature. Just took a nice little piece of black ribbon and am tying it and securing that label back on there where I took and I cut it off. I really wanted to leave that on there because I liked the way it looked as far as the description. Okay, there you have it. I glued a heart right there on the edge of that box because they had a price tag there that was adhered to the box and I wanted to cover it up. So I just put a little heart sticker there. Okay. As you see, that's a box of chocolates, and I hot glued the bottom of that box just to kind of secure it and hold it in place until I got some fish line and secured it even further. That box of chocolates, that's 60 pieces of chocolate. Got it from Dollar General, guys, for like $6, and I think it was 49 cents. So that was a really great deal. Got a couple of those. Okay, I need my cup just to sit up a little bit more. So I just took some scrap paper that I had, wrapped it in some gray tissue paper, a steel gray color to match the bottom of that cup. And I'm going to use that as a riser. Okay, so that sits right under that cup very nicely. Took a little hot glue and I'm going to adhere it onto there. And that way it'll keep that cup from shifting. The paper won't move. So I'm just going to hot glue it and position it right where I want it. Great. And the cup is going to sit right on top of that. Okay. Now, I am going to take a piece of tape. I love that tape. It is virtually transparent, my wide tape. And I'm going to tape that cup to the box and make sure I get it on there straight. There you go. I'm going to tape it to the box, and it is so transparent, guys. You can barely even see that that's on there. Really like the way that turned out. Now it's all secure. Okay. Now I'm going to just start placing some items in there for the scale just to see where I want them to go. This is going to be a Dove Men Cares basket. So there is some Dove body wash, Dove soap, and I believe I have a Dove body cream as well. You'll see that in a minute. I do have a men's spray. It is not Dove, but I really, really like the way it smelled. So I'm just going to add that in there too. Once I got everything positioned where I want it, then I'm just going to start hot gluing everything down in place. Now, this hot glue is not going to disturb anything. You know, when you pull it off, it's not even going to make a mess. It comes right off. I've tested it. I've tried it, and it is going to work fine, and it's not going to damage any of the packaging. Okay, so I glued the body wash, the candle, that's a candle under there, and a men's body soap, and that body spray. And then last but not least, that's that Dove cream. That's a body cream. I think you can use it for your face, your hands, and even your feet. So my husband has some and he absolutely loves it. Okay, that I thought was so cute. I got that from Pop Shelf. They came 3 in a pack. It was part of the Christmas sale. And what it is a men's cooling eye mask. I got that because I just thought the picture, or the packaging rather, was so adorable. So I wanted to showcase that. So I set that right in the front and taped it to the box. And that, what I just showed you, is an air freshener. It's a car air freshener. Amber sandalwood, I believe it is. And it matches the candle in the basket. So again, I wanted to showcase both of those so you could see kind of what's in the basket and get an overall view of everything. Just taping it really good to secure it down. Okay, and there you go. Now, I'm taking some newspaper because I did have a few empty spaces down in the sides that box didn't quite fill up. So I'm taking that paper and sticking it down in there, and it's just some newspaper, okay? And I'm doing that because later I'm going to come back and put some shred in there. I want the shred to sit up high and not sink all the way down in the bucket, which is why I put the newspaper in there. So that's going to help lift it up and keep it, keep the shred from shrinking down in there. I just had some black shred, didn't need a whole lot, just sticking it down in there and covering up all those little empty spaces and also covering up the newspaper. Okay, I set it there on top of my Lazy Susan, that's that thing that turns around, and I put it in my shrink wrap bag, grabbed my blow dryer because that's just what I had on hand. And I have a heat gun, but I didn't have it handy, so I just decided to use my blow dryer because it was just right there and it was already plugged in. So you don't have to run out and buy an expensive heat gun. Blow dryer, as long as it gives you some good heat, works just as well. All right, So I've got me a nice good wrap on that. As you can see, now I'm going to start the fun part, my ribbons. I absolutely love making bows. So here I just took 2 pieces of ribbon and I'm going to start my bow process. If you guys want to know how to make a bow, I have a video somewhere on my channel showing you how I do this. But if you want me to slow it down and do another bow tutorial, I'll be more than happy to do it. Just leave it in the comments, let me know, and I'll make sure that at some point I'll get to that and make you a nice bow tutorial. Remember to hit that notification button. Every time I upload a video, you'll be the first to be notified. All right, now what I'm going to do is take another piece of that ribbon and make some tails or a tail for my bow. Okay, attaching it right there in the back. Take my pipe cleaner, sliding it through that little loop there and securing it in the back. Now what I'm going to do is secure it to the gift, and then I'm going to fluff out my bow, as you see me doing here. Fluffing out that bow after I've got it all secured and nicely tied down in place. Never, ever, ever leave the edges of your tails unfinished. I always either cut mine in a slant. In this case, I'm just dovetailing them, which just means I'm folding the ribbon over, cutting it at a slant, and it leaves that nice little dovetail. There you go, guys. There you have it, the finished product. I think it came out pretty nice, don't you? That's the first one that I made, and then, of course, the one I was just working on. This is Crystal with a basket case. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more.